Guys, this video is sponsored by Audi V11. Later on in this video, I'm going to be using their diagnostic tool to do some coding and diagnosing on my 2018 Audi R8. But before we get into all of that, check out my reactions when I picked up this car from the guys over at Adonai Car Studio, who done an amazing job on the paintwork on this car. We're going to be getting some driving shots. It's going to be sick. And then we're going to be finishing up everything that's left on this car. So roll on part 2 on the finale of my Gen 2 2018 Audi R8 build. This is me picking up my stolen recovered Gen 2 Audi R8 supercar. We got the car delivered back to the garage and everyone thought I was mad for buying this car because the engine wasn't running, the interior was a mess, but I knew that if I could crack it, I would have a bona fide supercar on my hands at a fraction of the price. I got straight to work, but after 7 days of stress and heartache, this happened. I actually got the car started and I was able to take the car on the first ever test drive, which was amazing. Next, I began the reassembly before taking the car to Lots Automotive to have an upgraded tracker and immobilizer system fitted to the car for that much added security. At this stage of the build, I had a car that looked amazing on the outside, but the interior still needed some work, so I ordered some new parts before heading over to V10 Trims, where he'd done a completely bespoke retrim of my weathered steering wheel, and this thing came out looking amazing. After that, it was time to take care of the paintwork, so I took the car down to Adonai Car Studio, who completed a 4-stage cut and polishing process, both on the exterior and they did some work on the interior as well, before applying a ceramic coat which will ensure that this car not only looks in showroom condition, but it maintains that look for up to 3 years. In part 1, I showed you that entire process. Well, now it's time for part 2. Here we go. Oh. Yeah. He's done his thing. Fabio, this thing looks amazing, man. Oh, inside as well. Oh, I didn't realize that you did inside as well.
Yeah, we're done.
Thank you. I appreciate it, man. It looks, it's shiny.
You feel how soft it is now.
Yeah.
You can put your hand.
Oh, guys. How long did it take you?
2 days.
2 days. No way. Yeah, it just feels very.
Put your hand like this.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's cured?
Yeah, it's cured.
Oh man, I want to see the beading thing, but yeah. I'll check that all out. But man, I'm gassed. Thank you. It looks amazing. Yeah. Look at that. Oh. Come on. Nothing sticking. Oh, that's it. Come on. Woo. Yeah. So guys, as you can see, I was completely overwhelmed with how amazing this Audi R8 came out, thanks to the guys over at Adonai Car Studio. But finally it was time to jump in and hit the streets in my R8. Okay guys, I need to interrupt the video because I need to talk about today's sponsors. Now, before I get started, I just want to say, I only promote stuff that I actually agree with, and I only promote products that I think will benefit you guys. And when today's sponsors, Audi V11, reached out to me and told me that they wanted to work with Salvage Nation, I was more than happy because I've heard about them quite a lot for many years now in the coding communities on both VAG Group cars and BMW cars. Have a look at the size factor of this box. In this box is the ODB11 dongle, and I'm gonna show it to you because with this little tiny device, it's packing a massive punch. You're getting dealership level diagnostic and coding capabilities for both VAG group cars and BMW and mini cars. So when you buy your dongle, it's so small and it comes with this handy little key ring. You stick this on your key, stick the dongle on, and you know that anytime you have a light that's popped up on your car, or if you're driving, you want to do a bit of coding, you can literally pull over and you're gonna have just this bad boy plus an app on your phone, and you can get to coding and diagnostics. Now ODB11 have actually got 2 applications, and you can download the one that suits your needs. If you've got a VAG group car, you're gonna get full dealership level diagnostics, live data, long coding, adaptations. You're gonna get to see everything that's going on with your car. If you've got a new LED headlight and you need to code the matrix, ODB11 has got you. With a lot of the new BMWs, if you get a new product, or like me, if you like to do a lot of retrofitting, not only do you need to change the hardware on the car, you need to update the software side of things, and that's where ODB11 comes in. I use quite a lot of different makes and brands and models of diagnostic tools, but I'm really blown away by the size of this thing and literally how powerful it is just in the palm of your hands. Let's go over to the R8. We're gonna plug this in and I wanna do a bit of coding. Let's see what this can do. Now, apart from all the diagnostic capabilities of the ODB11 dongle, one of the key features is convenience. You literally plug it in, and once you open up the app, it automatically connects and you're good to go. You are ready to code and diagnose. So guys, with the ODB11 dongle connected to the car, and now I'm ready to do a full diagnostics of the car, and also I wanna make a few changes. One of the things I always get asked is, can you enable video in motion on my BMW, on my Audi? This has got it. You have to purchase some credits in the app. Once you have your credits, you can use the credits to unlock key features on the vehicle. So as you can see here, it's detecting the vehicle, and in a matter of seconds, it's identified my Audi R8, it knows the battery voltage, and it's already started a full diagnostic scan of all the components. Now, over the last few days, I've disconnected several components from this car, so I went ahead and I cleared all of the codes, and that was successful. But now we're gonna go in depth, and I'm gonna be enabling video in motion. This is one of the key features that I'm always asked to code on customer vehicles, and you can do it in the palm of your hands. You also get the chance to rename the car, so anytime it sees that VIN, it knows your custom name. You can also reset your service intervals and so much more. So with just touching my phone, one-click apps, I was able to do a full diagnostic scan. I was able to get a comprehensive description of each fault code. I was able to clear all of those codes, and I enabled video in motion. If you're going to purchase a car, you can do a quick scan to make sure that everything is okay. Let's say you're on your way somewhere with your girlfriend and she's panicking. Say, no worry, babe. Pull it out, chuck it in the car. You can do a full scan and you're gonna know exactly what's going on with your car. There's still a ton of things that I can do on this car. I'm gonna spend some time going through the app, getting myself acclimatized to it. But if you wanna do the same thing, click the link down below, use the discount code on the screen right here, and get yourself a dongle from ODB11. With all of that said, I know you guys are eager to see how much I paid for this Audi R8, so let's roll on the video. There's tons of stuff that I need to do, and then I'm gonna be breaking down everything. Trust me, you're gonna be surprised. Let's go. The next day, we're on the move again because we're not finished with this car. So guys, it's raining here, but I'm doing this for you lot. In the last episode, I took this car down to Adonai Car Studios where we did a 4-stage polish. We got this car looking in tip-top condition. Actually, it's raining, man. Apologies, the rain. I'm leaving this all in there. I want you guys to see the lengths that I go through to bring you lot content. Anyway, we done a ton of work on this car. You would have seen the update. We got this car just about finished. But a lot of you guys have got that keen eye when it comes to these builds, and you can see in all the videos on this car, the windscreen's got a crack in it, and there's a few other little bits and bobs that I need to sort out. Well, I'm gonna be sorting out those bits and bobs in this episode, and by the end of the episode, I'm gonna be answering the question, like the title says, how much did it cost to buy, fix, and maintain my Gen 2 2018 Audi R8. Roll on the video. So guys, the first stop, I'm on my way down to Auto Glass in East London, where we're gonna get a new windscreen fitted. And then I'm nipping down to Watford to see my guy Valentino. He's got the finishing bits and bobs for the interior. And then, you gotta stay tuned to see what's next. They've told me I can't film. I wanted to go in and film everything. So I'm gonna catch up with you guys in about an hour and a half. That new windscreen should be fitted. I'm gonna give it a bit of time to dry, and then we're gonna head down to Valentino. So, let go. All right, guys, quickly, I just got a phone call. It's about 3 hours later, quite late in the day. They're done with the R8, so let's go get the car. They're very hot. I'm not filming, so you're gonna see it from a distance. Now, everything took a lot longer than expected, and it was quite late in the evening. The traffic was terrible, so by the time we got to V10 trims, we couldn't film. It was quite dark, so I grabbed the bits and then I headed back to the unit, and we'll catch up in the morning. Alright guys, so it's the next morning. We stayed quite late getting the car ready and making sure that that windscreen was all set. I went down to see my guy Valentino over at V10 Trims, and I picked up this and this. They came out looking amazing. This panel was wrapped in leather, but the leather was quite badly damaged, and we got it redone in Alcantara, and it's just gonna match that steering wheel, half leather, half Alcantara, and this is gonna finally bring this interior on my Audi R8 together. So what I'm gonna do now is I've stopped off at my mate's garage, so now we're gonna just fit this and get the interior on the R8 buckled up. So guys, I bought this car as a stolen wreck. It wasn't starting, the interior was a mess, but I kept it moving and you guys were supporting along the way. And this is what we're left with. All the heartache. So guys, it's been about, I don't even know how many hours it's gone. This one is gonna be very challenging. The euphoria of the first start. To my first drive in my rebuilt Audi R8. Overcoming all the obstacles along the way. This is why I do what I do on Salvage Nation. And for me, there's no greater feeling than when you do it. Just look at this thing. So guys, there you have it. The Audi R8 could be considered as being completed. I'm happy with the way the car's come out. When I first bought this car, it was a massive, massive risk. Like, the engine wasn't working, the interior was a mess, tons of parts was missing, modules were missing. But, like I've always said, I knew that if I can crack the code to getting the engine running, everything else should take care of itself, and that's exactly what happened. It could have gone the other way. I could have bought this car, the engine could have been gone. There's so many risks involved in this build, but it was a calculated risk, and right now it's paying off. And speaking of paying off, this is the part of the video where I'm gonna show you why I'm so gassed about this car. We're gonna be breaking down everything, exactly how much it costs to buy this car, to repair this car, and to get it back to this standard. We're gonna be breaking it all down right now. So before we get into how much I paid to rebuild this car, I just want to show you that Audi charged 63,500 quid to get this car back on the road. The insurance company opted not to pay that amount. It went to an online salvage auction. I bidded and I ended up getting this car for 56 grand. I had to buy an ECU kit for £4,000 before paying an Audi specialist £100 to get it programmed.
Hey, come on, man! Hey, you know what? You said to me today, you said you're gonna start this today.
As you saw just now, I was super gassed, but my time, labor, and knowledge is extremely priceless, and that was the key to getting this car back up and running. However, I paid £23 to access an online e-manual store. After that, I spent £1,000 on interior and exterior trims, panels, carpets, etc. before taking the car down to Lux Automotive, where I paid £600 for an immobilizer and tracking system. After that, the car went down to V10 Trims, where he did a ton of upholstery. I paid £300 for that, and judging by the results, that was £300 well spent. With the interior of the car looking 10-10, I took the car down to Adonai Car Studio, where they completed a 4-stage detailing process that left me absolutely speechless. That entire process cost me £600. Finally, I got a new windscreen from Autoglass via my insurance company, and all I had to pay was £125 excess. So that gives me a grand total spent of £62,748 for this 2018 Gen 2 Audi R8 V10 Plus. It's covered just 25,000 miles, 2 keys, full service history, and I just found out something else. Check this out. This car was actually purchased by Audi, brand new, and this was a show car, so it had every single option. Just have a look. They spent over 20 grand on optional extras, and the original cost price of this car was over £160,000. I've got all the paperwork for the car, full documentation, and I'm super happy with the total price that I've spent, but you let me know what you think in the comments down below. And that is it. I can officially confirm that my 2018 Audi R8 V10 Plus build is done. So guys, there you have it. The R8 build is completed. There's just a few little bits that I need to do, but I can do that off camera. You've seen the entire build. There was no accident damage to this car. However, I had to use my brain on this one. I knew if I could crack the code, get the car started, get the car running, I would be onto a winner, and that's exactly what I believe I'm onto. Let me know what you think of the entire build. Let me know what you think of this car in the comments down below. This car has only covered 25,000 miles. You've seen how much it costs at the auctions. You've seen how much I've put into it, and you've seen what it's worth. So let me know what you think of the entire build. It's the first supercar that I had on the channel, and I'm happy with the way it went, but I'm eager to see what you guys have to say in the comments down below. And guys, don't forget to click the link down below, check out OBD11. They're a new channel sponsors, and I'm gonna be working with them on some major projects later on in the future. Trust me, we've been planning so much in the background. And speaking of planning in the background, if you look behind me, that's my 2019 BMW M2. Once I drop the official video on that car, I'm gonna be revealing, I've got a time limit to get that car done because I've got my first ever invitation to a major car show with one of my sponsors. And I know a lot of you guys may not like the sponsors, but it's sponsorships like that that keeps this channel going. I'm gonna be at a major car show come June, so if you wanna find out more information, make sure your bells are on, make sure you're subscribed, man, like, come on. The new SN Garage is coming together. I hope you enjoyed the video on that. We still got tons of stuff to do, and I've got another build and another build and another build, and we're gonna be continuing to grow the channel, and I want you guys to make sure that you're here for the ride, for the journey. It's been a hell of a 3 years, but we've still got many more to come, and hopefully we just continue to get bigger, better, and I'm hoping to bring you guys better content. So this is where we're gonna wrap up the video. I'm off, it's Saturday, it's sunny outside, I'm on the South Coast, I'm gonna go enjoy this Audi R8. So like I always say, keep it moving, and I'll see you in the next one.